behalf of Transparency International PNG, I welcome you all to the opening session of the first National Integrity Summit.
As I indicated, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the work of the European Union in Papua New Guinea. The European Union has been a long-term great supporter of PNG and also Transparency International in Papua New Guinea.
The fight against corruption, as it has been already said, is one of the most serious challenges we face. It affects businesses, the functioning of the public administration, and hinders development.
My government is doing our absolute best, as evident in delivery of ICAC and our commitment to further look into existing laws in ICAC, Whistleblowers Act, or other criminal laws we have in our country. And if we can work together to improve them, we will improve them. And I ask each and every one of you who work in those sectors.
For the average Papua New Guinean to understand, this is what happens. When we say that there's a corrupt dealing or something, there's a corrupt matter, bribery, official corruption, stuff like that. It's important to see how it plays out behind the scenes. And I guess the panel discussion today was, aimed towards showing what happens when someone is charged, when they go to court, how it's prosecuted, and basically what happens after that.
So the European Union basically supported the production of this report, which is very important, with a very type of blueprint for the actions which the government should take.
And this will be a photo shoot with an image of the structure of our national integrity. And so I invite the Honourable Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, Honourable James Marape, the Deputy Head of the Delegation of the EU to PNG, Dr. Silvu, and the Chairman of TIPNG to stand with the image to depict the partnership our country needs to bridge the integrity gap.
Whistleblowers Act and the ICAC Act, and more recently the Digital Government Bill, proposed bill that's set to go to Cabinet, and of course the Freedom of Information proposed bill as required under Section 51 of the Constitution.
The key message that came from the findings of the assessment was that clearly we have good laws in place, but enforcement and implementation is where we are weak. So the message to all of our agencies is that we need to work harder to build the capacity of these organisations in order for them to fully realise their power under the existing laws.
And I just wish that more Papua New Guineans and more agencies, both in the private and the public sector, could see the vision that some of the champions, as Martin Brash said today, and try to follow on and help to curb corruption within our country and minimise it to the best we can. I understand corruption might be there for a long time, but at least we try our best to lower it down.
Our firm commitment to stand by the PNG government defeats civil society and the media in the fight for better governance and integrity in this beautiful country.
If every Papua New Guinean in the strata of government, or if every Papua New Guinean in the private sector, or if every Papua New Guinean and those who reside in our economy rises above two things that I mention every time when I talk about Take Back PNG, that is complacency and corruption. The laws can be passed, but it is as good as those of us who manage the agencies and work in those sectors to ensure we ourselves do rise above complacency and corruption to make it work for our country today and for the future. God bless each and every one of you.